Hey guys, follow up as I make this light brown shell bag. You need a few things to make this bag. You need t-shirt yarn, and for the t-shirt yarn that I used, it is in between 650 millimeters to 900, like the weight. The thickness is 110 to 130. It recommends a 6mm hook and above, and I use 6.5mm. So you need your scissors, you need your darning needle, and your lock. You need a lock for the back. I'm gonna be using that. And then you need the rings. The rings will be holding our handle. You need the hooks too. The hooks will be holding our chain. So that is our chain, and of course you need stitch markers. Let's begin. Our starting point will be a magic ring. So you grab your yarn and wrap the rest of the yarn around your two middle fingers and chain one. Pass your hook under the magic ring and chain one. Yeah, you have something like that. And now we're gonna be making single crochet. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you make 6 single crochet and pull the string to make it tight, just to close up the gap. After pulling it tight, you pull the rest of the yarn and remove the hook. You go in the very first single crochet that you made, and you grab this yarn from the other side and pull it through to the other side, and you have something like that. You're going to be working in rounds but closing up our circle that way. So make sure you insert your hook in between Yeah, we are not using the loops on top of the single crochet. We are using in the middle of the first single crochet, as you can see. So pull up a loop. Don't worry, it's a little bit tight. Then you have 2 loops. You insert your hook in the first loop that you had, and then you have 2 loops on your hook. Pull through the 2, and that will be our pattern for today as we are making this bag. So in the same space, we're gonna add another single crochet to create 2 single crochet in the same space. So the first round had 6 single crochet, and now we are adding in each and every stitch, not the loops at the top of the single crochet, but we are adding our single crochet in between the previous single crochets that we made. So just go ahead and place 2 single crochet in each and every stitch, and for round 2 you have 12 stitches. Yeah, go ahead and finish up your single crochet. 2 in each and every space until you have 12 stitches. Just a quick reminder, we are not placing our single crochet on top of the loops. We are going in between the single crochet and create 2 single crochet in each and every single crochet we made in our first round. So now you go ahead and finish up with your 12 stitches, the 12 single crochet. Remove your hook, come to this side, insert your hook and pull this yarn through to the other side to close up the gap. Make sure the loop doesn't go inside. So you go in the first single crochet that you made, in between the first single crochet. As you can see, I'm inserting my hook in between. You pull up a loop and then you have 2 loops. Insert your hook in all the 2 loops and yarn over. So for round number 3, we are going in the first with 2 single crochet. Yeah, in that very same space, just add another single crochet to create 2. So in the next you add 1. You add 1 single crochet. In the next you place 2 single crochet. You go in the next and place 1 single crochet. In the next 2, make sure you are working in the middle of the previous stitches, as you can see. Yeah. Remember, this round number 3, we are placing 2 single crochet in 1 stitch, and in the next we are putting only 1 single crochet. So go ahead with this pattern until you have 18 stitches. So here I am with my 18 single crochets, as I told you in round number 3. So you pull your yarn and insert your hook to the other side to close up round number 3. So for round number 3, we did 2 single crochet in 1 space and the next 1 single crochet. So after doing that, you go in your very first single crochet and insert your hook. Yeah, it will be a little bit tight because the stitches are packed up, but don't worry, your hook will pass through. And grab your yarn. We're gonna create a second loop. So now we have 2 loops and we pass our hook in the second loop. We yarn over and pull through the 2. So we are going for round number 4. Yeah. Round number 4, we are placing 2 single crochet in 1 space. In the next space, we are adding only one single crochet, and in the next stitch, one single crochet. In the next stitch, we are adding 2 single crochet. Go ahead with this pattern until the end of our row number 4. So here we are, finishing up our round number 4, closing up the gap. Insert your hook in the first stitch that you made. Insert your hook, pull your yarn to the other side. I'm sure at this point you know how to close up the gap and then go to the next round. You insert your hook, you have 2 loops at the top. Make sure the first one doesn't go back, so just pull them through and then yarn over to pull through the 2 loops. Place the 2 single crochet in the first space. In the next space, 1 single crochet. In the following space, add 2 single crochet. So we're just doing the same as we did with round number 3. Go ahead and do like that until you are at the end of our round number 5. So now I'm at the end of round number 5. Yeah, following our pattern of 2 single crochet and 1 single crochet. After you're done with round number 5, pull your yarn and cut it. After cutting your yarn, pull it through. So now you grab your darning needle, insert your yarn, you come to this side where you are inserting the hook as we are making the circle. So you pull through and pull it tight and turn to the back of the circle, and in the stitch to the other side, on top of that stitch, insert the darning needle in between and pull the yarn through, and you have something like that. Very neat. as you can see. So now you just weave in the rest of the yarn until you feel like it is secure. After securing the yarn, make sure you create a second circle just like we did with the first one. Yeah, so I already did mine. Don't forget to weave in your yarn after making your circles. So now you grab your 2 circles, and the right side will be our front, and for the back side you shall use the wrong side. So insert your stitch marker and where you feel like you want to be the top of your bag, and count 10 stitches and add another stitch mark. Place your stitch marker after the 10. You do the same with the back. I use different colors to differentiate between the front and the back. So my front is the one that is having color green and the back is having color red. So we go ahead and make our slip knot. Where there is a stitch marker, you can remove it because you're starting to chain from that point. You insert your hook and pull your yarn. You can decide to use a slip knot or just pull your yarn and tie a knot. So you start chaining 15. Gonna chain 15 from that point where there was our second stitch marker. So just insert your yarn and chain 15. Remember we started by chaining from our front circle. Insert your hook in the back panel or the back circle and slip stitch, and you chain 1. Make sure you're working each panel looking in the opposite side of the other. So after our 15 chains, now our first row, we are doing slip stitches. Go ahead and make slip stitches, but we are working in the back loops, only in the back loops. We are making 14 slip stitches because when we chain 1, leave 1 space, and we started with 15, but we shall be having 14 stitches only. When you finish the 14 stitches, come to the next stitch and create a single crochet, joining with the front panel or our front circle. So chain 1 and go for round number 2, and round number 2 we are working in the back loops only. You have the front loop and the back loop, so we shall be using that back loop and create our single crochet. Remember our stitches decreased and now we have only 14 stitches, so we are creating 14 single crochet until the end of our row number 2. So for the back panel or the back circle, when you're joining at the end, you slip stitch. You slip stitch and chain 1 and turn your work. So as you can see, this is my second row, and the first was slip stitches, the next was single crochet in the back loops. So we are going in with our third row. We are still doing the same thing, single crochet into the back loops, and we shall be having only 14 stitches we are working in until we reach where there is a stitch marker, and then we shall make an increase to go back so that we can have the same number of stitches we started with. That was 15 stitches. So just go ahead until you reach that place where we put our stitch markers from the front panel and the back panel, and I'll meet you there. Remember what I told you, when you reach where you place your stitch markers, go in and make an increase so that you can have 15 chains, and then start your last row with a slip stitch and cut your yarn, then weave it. After weaving in your yarn, we're gonna make our cover. So you're gonna chain 12. You're gonna make a chain of 12. After 12 chains, you add 1, and we are working in the side loops. So go ahead in the first stitch and place a single crochet until the end of the 12 stitches. We are working in the side loops for our top cover. So when you reach in your last stitch, you're gonna place your first single crochet, your second single crochet, your third single crochet, and then you have your yarn looking to the other side, and you will continue with your single crochet in the rest of the 12 stitches the other side. Go ahead until you reach the end point of the 12 stitches. After the 12 stitches single crochet, make sure you chain 1 and turn your work on this side and make 12 single crochet until you reach where you did your increases. Now you have the 3 stitches at the top of our cover. So now you place 2 single crochet in each and every stitch. Yeah, that is the first. In the middle stitch, you place 2 single crochet, and in the last stitch, you place 2 single crochet, and then continue with single crochet in every single stitch. After reaching the bottom, you chain 1. Remember the bottom, we are just chaining 1 and turning our work. On the top, we are making increases to curve our cover. So continue like this, make 12 stitches single crochet. Then when you reach the rest of the stitches after the 12 stitches, make increases so that you can curve our cover. Go ahead and do this until you have your desired size of the cover. So for my cover, I did 4 rounds. And when you finish your rounds, don't cut your yarn. Just go ahead and create single crochet at the bottom of our cover just to make it neat. After finishing with the single crochet at the bottom of our cover, grab more yarn and cut it. This yarn is basically to sew in our cover starting from the back of our bag. So after grabbing your yarn, pull it through and make it tight. Grab your bag and come to this wrong side or your back side, the side that you're gonna be using as your back, the back of the bag. Place it right, make it straight. Grab your darning needle and pull your yarn through the darning needle and start sewing in our bag cover. The bag, the stitches may be a little bit tight, but pass the yarn through. Done with the back side. So now we are placing our lock to the front side. So now we are going to make our handle. So go ahead and make 20 chains. Add one more chain to the 20 chains, that will be 21, and you shall be working in the back loop, creating single crochet until the end of our 20 chains. Once you're done with your 20 single crochet, chain 1 and pull this yarn. We're gonna be weaving in that when you're going through. Continue making single crochet until you reach the end of row number 2. When you reach the end, we are doing a different thing. We are not chaining one and turning our work, but you are going in rounds. So you're gonna place 2 single crochet in the same stitch. In the next stitch 2, you will place 2 single crochet, and we are doing a different thing. So now we are working in the back loop. After the increase, make sure you're working in the back loop, creating something like that for my handle. Go ahead until the end. When you reach, remember we are doing a different thing. Place 2 single crochet in the corner stitch, and in the next stitch place 1 single crochet, and then in the next you place 2 single crochet. Then you work in your back loops. Continue doing that until you finish with the back handle, and then chain 1, join the 2 pieces together, this side and the other side, then come and slip stitch by joining. You can do slip stitches or you can use single crochet, but make sure you're using this side. From this side you'll be using your front loop, and for the other side you'll be using a back loop. So continue making your single crochet or slip stitches to join our handle. After that, you chain 1 and cut your yarn. You have something like that, and then you'll be left with weaving in the end of our yarn to make sure that everything is secure. Make sure you're passing it in between the stitches, in between the handle itself and then the stitches, just to make it secure. So now I'll just place in my rings into my handle, and I'll place at the top of the bag. As simple as that. Just place at the top of the bag, and then your bag will be done. You'll be having something beautiful like this. For the look, if you need to know how I did it, I have it in my previous video. You can check it out. So for my chain, it doesn't have hooks, so I just added hooks. Just like that, I just use something to open up the chain. I add hooks, and then you have something like this. Let me know if you like the bag. I personally love the bag, and for someone I made it for, she loves the bag.